If you're looking for some ways to begin healing your inner child, stick around, because in today's video, I'm going to share with you how to use journaling to heal your inner child. And this video is specifically for women. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me and spending time watching. If you like what you see in this video, don't forget to hit subscribe so you get notified every time I release new content. So let's jump right into what I want to share with you today. We all have inner spaces that need healing, and it isn't necessarily always because we went through something traumatic. It can simply be that there were spaces in our life when we were younger where we weren't given the kind of nurturing that we need. Our emotions weren't validated the way that we needed them to be. It could be that we just didn't feel a sense of belonging. There's lots of different issues that we could have been through in our childhood that we carry with us today. And one of the first things we need to do is acknowledge that having an inner child, doing inner child healing and inner child work doesn't have to be this weird thing. Sometimes when you mention inner child work to people, they act like it's this really weird woo-woo thing. But I want to break it down for you into how I view it and what it means to me and how I use it when I'm working with my clients. And that is basically, you go through different situations in your life. And for all of us, when we're children, we don't always have the ability to process things and see them the way that they truly are. And we don't even have to have bad parents per se, or a traumatic childhood or a bad childhood to have issues that we carry with us. It can simply be that we weren't ever taught how to process our emotions. We weren't ever taught how to feel that our emotions are valid, right? Like maybe we weren't given regulate, relate, and reason when we were younger. And so we never really learned to accept that how we feel is okay, that how we feel is how we feel, and there's nothing wrong with it. And so for a lot of us, we attach these feelings of shame or guilt to how we feel on the inside. And that's all coming from past experiences. And many of those started before the age of 10. So that's why we call it inner child. We all have these different parts of us. Now, the other thing about that is we have to learn how to have compassion for those past versions of ourselves that didn't know what they didn't know. And doing inner child and inner healing work can help you to do that. So that's the first thing, is to just really acknowledge that inner child work isn't some woo-woo weird thing. It doesn't have to be awkward. It doesn't have to be, looked at as goofy. It can just simply be, hey, I've been through a lot in my life. Let's start digging in and find out what patterns were created in my past or even in my childhood that I'm subconsciously carrying with me today, because your subconscious is responsible for 95% of your brain activity. So you're only aware, fully aware, cognitively aware of 5% of what's going on. The other 95% is being controlled by things that you're unaware of. So today I want to share with you a technique that I've used in my own life when I was doing my own healing, and still am, and that I also use with my coaching clients. And it's something that I call ugly dumping. Now, this is a journaling technique, but it's not the kind of journaling technique that maybe you think it is. We're not actually going to think about what we're writing. This is a way that you can begin to sort of get in touch with what's happening on a subconscious level and start to bring out what's going on inside your body, not just in your brain, but what is happening inside your body. What things have we not processed and let go of that we're maybe still sort of holding on to? So this is, I call it ugly dumping. And so what you're going to do is you're going to get out your paper and your pen, and I want you to just start writing, but I don't want you to think about what you're writing. You're just going to let your pen hit the paper and just start going. It doesn't have to be neat. It doesn't have to be legible. You don't ever have to read it again. Don't think about it. Just let whatever's inside flow out of you like a fountain. Let it come out, let it fall out onto that paper. Now, here's something that you need to be aware of that sometimes trips people up. I don't want you to think about it. I don't want you to judge it. I don't want you to condemn it. I don't want you to see feel and hear something that's coming out of you and go, oh my gosh, where's that coming from? I shouldn't think that. I shouldn't write that. That's horrible. You want to let those things out. They're there for a reason. They're there because they're signs and signals, and they're trying to teach you something about yourself. And it isn't anything for you to feel shame and guilt over. Just let it out. Just let it hit the paper. So this is one technique that you can use to begin healing your inner child. I hope this is helpful for you. If you struggle with confidence and you're just feel like you really need some tips for becoming a more confident woman, check out this video and grab those tips there. Also, if you're looking for a place where you can connect and have a sense of belonging and get some more tips for healing, for inner healing, childhood healing, and becoming the version of you that you know that you can be. You can see her over here, but you just can't seem to reach her. Come check out my free Facebook group, Female Dreamers and Doers, and let's connect inside. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Again, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified every time I release new content. This is Daveda signing out. I'll see you next time.